Fucked. I am so fucked. Hi, chat. As you can probably hear, I'm sick and I'm dying and I have all sorts of illnesses. But you know what? The grind never ends for people like me and, for people in general. You're supposed to love the grind. You're supposed to chase it. You're supposed to do all sorts of things. I thought I would feel better once I fucking, I don't know, like, once I would watch, like, a movie or two. Because, like, me personally, watching a movie tends to tune me out of, like, whatever illness or affliction I'm having at that time. But this time it's different, Chief. I watched Zootopia. It was fun. I had fun. Hi, Sunny. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Welcome to the chat. Dude, I'm also sick and can't sleep, so I need to watch something to make me sleepy. That's what I'm doing. I legit can't sleep. I had to pick up something because something came up tonight. And after that, before that, I watched some Zootopia. I thought it was good. Like me personally, Sunny. Oh, not like Sunny. It was a, it's a username on Twitch. Hi Flanzen, welcome to the stream. Oh no. So I'm just experimenting on like cyber. I know I said add that up to the pile of things that Nosagi says that he won't do, but I know I said that I wasn't probably going to stream on Twitch, but I decided to say fuck it, why not, for people that do want to go on Twitch. I don't really necessarily believe in Twitch as a platform, but some things have been happening to the some things are happening to the YouTube channel lately that kind of shook me up. I can't necessarily say what it is right now, but I'm trying to, let's say, expand other ways I can stream and like catch some presence. Dang, thought you were moving up in the world. Oh, yes and no, kind of, not really. Moving, I was supposed to, I mean, I don't know if you remember, Charlie, but, wait, are you a member? I want to see. Oh, you're not a member, okay. But, I basically posted all the contexts that, like, why I am in the way I am back in my membership stream. But, it's fine. Like, it's not that bad, me personally. Should try Kick for more unhinged streams. If Kick allows porn, I'd probably, I don't know if Kick allows straight up porn or hentai, but I would like do some reacts over there where we watch at like Hololive hentai or something. Hi One Samurai, welcome to the Twitch chat. I still need work during holiday. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving or something for you guys right now. I hope you guys are having fun. Or, as much as fun as you can have in a time like this, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, before I get into the, okay, actually, wait, let me talk about Zootopia first. Do you guys mind? Fuck no. Do I want to spoil it? I don't think I want to spoil it. Okay, maybe light spoilers? No, never mind. I'm gonna try to talk myself out of it. But basically, I enjoyed the movie. There were some of the plot beats are kind of similar to the first movie, but I like the fact that they did expand on the world of Zootopia. I thought that was a neat thing that they were doing. Some things near the end it doesn't necessarily make the movie fall apart, but I thought it was pretty weak. But overall, it was still a good movie. I thought I enjoyed some things. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy some lemon pie. Oh shit! Yeah, enjoy that lemon pie, my guy. Hell yeah. Yeah, Zootopia is furry propaganda. Yes and no. They are furry propaganda in the sense where there are some like I mean all of them are anthropomorphic. Some designs in there were obviously made with some sexual intent in mind, or at least some sort of appeal. Like for example, Gazelle, which Shakira fucking plays as. Obviously that's like sex appeal from the get-go. But unfortunately there was no abortion that happened there. No abortion arc from Nick and Judy and shit like that. But yeah, I thought it's not necessarily like, furry propaganda. I think it's something furries would enjoy though because of like the dynamic between Nick and Judy. But it's basically the same kind of movie where they humanize animals, like Bugs Life or some bullshit like that. Yeah. That is wild without context. Yeah, but it makes sense with context. It's one of those things. Yeah. I enjoyed the movie. I think it's worth like your money if you guys want to watch it. But yeah. Anyway, let's get right into it, okay? Because we have some wild fucking things to talk about. So we're going to talk about three things. We're going to get into a slightly political context or like territory, where we're going to talk about like that one fucking pedophile that allegedly like committed unalive. I can't say the full word on stream like this, but they apparently committed unalive, but apparently they're apparently still alive, and they faked their suicide to garner sympathy from people and to escape from the law. Apparently he's still alive. So we're going to go over that because it's exactly the kind of like person on the internet that I truly fucking despise. Fake is unalive. Yeah. It's the kind of person that I truly despise. And then we're going to talk about... You still said it? Oh, I'm retarded. Oh, I am so sorry. See? My mental faculties are not in the best way right now. So I'm a little unhinged. Yeah, I'm still a little unhinged. Then we're going to talk about the Globie and V4 Mirai and Brave Group situation, because I thought that was a fascinating topic to talk about. And then we're going to talk about the shit. What's it called? Just a little bit about the a little bit of a Nijisanji drama situation. It's not necessarily drama per se, but it is still fascinating regardless. Fuck, my voice is cracking. Can you guys hear that? But anyway, before I get into it though, oh shit, sorry, whoopsie. So, I made a new, by the way, I'm just going to shill this for people that wants to like, that wants a little bit of the, oh shit. Yeah, for people that wants a little bit more content, by the way, you guys can absolutely join my membership. Patreon membership. I made a tier that's only $1. So it's like for people that just wants to support me and can have some light access to like, uncensored content or some bullshit like that. Yeah, basically, if you're part of this, I will make in my videos, right? Like, how in the end of my videos, and I'm probably going to have a little something on the start of my videos going forward, like probably in the videos that will come out in December, where people that actually do sub to my Patreon are going to be displayed on the end or the beginning, but you're going to be part of that. And as of right now, paying people have some benefits. Recently, I gave these people like my membership emotes where they can just download it for free for whatever reasons they might have. And if you like Google Docies, episode 3 is out for those people. It's Adora Bunny. You guys might only know about like episode 1, which is actually episode 2. It's just that the original episode 1 was actually supposed to be about the Cinder situation, but because the Cinder situation evolved, I have to remake that video. But either way, yeah, the next episode is up for those people. Again, locked behind a paywall. And then if you guys are curious about, let's say, more personal IRL or like some, things that you kind of might want to know about, like how much I earn on YouTube, there's also that video over there. So yeah, just for people that wants to go over that, I don't want to guilt you guys into like purchasing it or anything. If you can't afford it, don't do it. Or if like it hampers your like financial stability in some way, shape, or form, don't do it. Yeah, just like, we're here to have fun. So if you just have like a dollar or two or something that you want to throw out sometimes, then yeah, it's there. It's an option. Anyway, let's get right into the content, right? Because I want to save the Brave Group thing for last, let me talk about like the pedophile, okay? The pedophile that we're talking about right now is this person. Severed data. Apparently, this person has been like somewhat of a big deal in like in the trans community or whatever the case might be. right? They are apparently a big deal. They're very popular, or as popular as you can get in like that kind of community. It's a random person, right? And recently, one of his tweets got very popular because he tweeted this. That's a prettier view than I expected. She was so right. So apparently she's in this like bridge that's known for where a lot of people commit suicide or something, right? Then she says, one jump and it's all over. I'm sorry everyone for letting you down. And then posts up pictures of himself. Last selfie, I guess. I will miss my blaha. Or I don't know how to pronounce blaha. And then, this guy, he's super, what's pronouns? I don't know what his pronouns are, TBH. Not that I care. He's probably a he. Or maybe a she, because apparently he's trans or something. Not that him being trans matters or anything. It's just that it's the same type of it's the type of people that I absolutely despise for reasons that we'll get into later. Okay, he's like an actual pedo with real people, right? Yes, because apparently this is it. For context, I've been exposed as a pedophile for allegedly grooming two 14-year-old kids. So I'm ending it all. Goodbye, everyone. Love you all. And he posts a Google Document, basically just going over his like his note, but obviously because it's a violation of like Google's TOS, it's been deleted, right? Yeah. So then some people in the chat are like, some people are supportive and some people are absolutely like getting in on him, right? Because he's a fucking pedophile. He's an actual pedophile, and apparently he's still alive. And here's the reason, we're going to break the magician's code here, or we're going to get into it. The reason why I hate people like him is because of this. Remove lolicons from every facet of VTubing. And it's from, of course, it's from fucking hearts, right? This is a very disingenuous person in the space. Look, fucking muting this. I'm going to assume I won. I always won. I like to think this person is just a general rage baiter. I actually think he's one of the more professional rage baiter out there. But yeah. So anyway, he retweets that and says he removes lolicons everywhere because apparently lolicons are pedophiles. And it's exact like the level of projection from these types of people, right? Like, oh my god. Of course, yeah, of course, right, as usual. Yeah, I'm not saying all trans people are pedophiles or anything, but it's just so funny where a lot of these like anti-lolicons, they may or may not be necessarily trans. I don't think them being trans necessarily matters, but it's always them being loud, like not just them, by the way, like, people with pronouns in their bios or whatever, like saying, yeah, remove lolicons are pedophiles, and then they always exposed for being, they always are the people that end up being pedophiles. The usual suspects. Yeah, no, exactly, Inka. Like, holy shit. Like, and then obviously, he's actually still alive, right? MMA Unstot bridge suicide is an unsubstantiated hoax. No PBP report, no traffic closure, no local news. Yeah, exactly. And then somebody actually discovered that they faked his death. I'm pro lolly. I'm also anti right wing. So Exorn. That's basically, just being called the reasonable person. Like, it doesn't matter, I think, whether or not you're anti-right-wing or anti-left-wing. I think being able to separate your fiction and your like reality makes you a reasonable person. Otherwise, like, there are infinitely going to be more women out there that are, let's say, pro-rape or pro-zoophilia, so pro-necrophilia, among many other things because of their fetishes and how they like comment on it on the internet. For some reason, all of those things are wrong except lolicon. To me, that's pretty fucking weird. But anyway, Silver Data fakes their death. A long fucking thread. Let's start with how I obtained this information on who served data is offline. I used basic OSINT tools. I don't know what this is. In the state of WA, where I don't know which Vancouver. Okay, so it's Canada. Okay, where Emma resides, the only information required to view your voter registration, which has your address, is your first, last name, and DOB. I concluded that Emma lives in Vancouver, VA via this tweet. In the background, we can see an MV on a school building. Basic research showed this to be a logo of Mountain View High School in Vancouver, Washington. Right? Now aware of where Emma may be registered to vote, I first got her DOB from her Twitter account. Then I used tools that search throughout websites to find accounts with the same username to discover a now abandoned Snapchat account with Emma's dead name, which is currently her legal name. Emma uses the same last name as his name shown on her Snapchat for her YouTube vlogs. Severed vlogs also contain videos touring her MV and her home, both of which were skimmed and used to further confirm the address obtained via her voter's registration. Obviously, some people over here. After obtaining this information, I ran Emma's voter registration, which returned to an address matching the one shown in her home tour, using the images from realtor websites to confirm it as such. Some details have changed, such as paint color, but the house and layout and front is still the same. Now having okay, so basically he doxed him, right? But like, yeah. I called out Vancouver PD to do a wellness check. Roughly 40 minutes later, I was called back by a detective and questioned about the nature of why I called. I gave a copy of Emma's suicide note and expose to said detective. The detective did confirm that Emma is indeed alive, which matches with Vancouver, Washington's local news not having covered any suicide attempts recently. Emma also posted the image used by a 17-year-old whom did commit suicide at a bridge in Portland during this, likely unaware of image search. In short, it is very safe to assume that Emma is indeed alive and has not committed suicide. There is enough information provided in this thread to do your own research via local news to confirm it yourself. So it's just fucked up. It's just fucked up. Someone said something about them following new people. Oh my fucking god, how stupid can you be? True. So I don't usually endorse or, you know, obviously wishing for people to like unalive themselves is bad. But I don't like actual pedophiles. I don't like actual like menaces to society. Okay? People that have actually committed crimes. And I'm surprised that nobody has actually bothered to commit, go over this guy. Like, you know, file a police report on him or some bullshit like that. This person got exposed for being a creep and resort to creating the illusion of ending it all to escape the drama. I wish this was the first time I've seen a case like this, but unfortunately, no. Oh yeah, no, 100%. The problem with like these people's like way to dodge accountability is always like emotional manipulation, and sometimes, yes, suicide baiting, right? Because that's all they can do. That's all they can do. Of course, they're gonna emotionally guilt trip people. Of course, they're going to like, let's say, try to garner sympathy via like committing, by doing horrible things to themselves. That way, people can't like not just like convince people to be on their side or garner a little bit of sympathy. You know, because there are always going to be people that, let's say, follow the same politics that he has, or follow the same kind of worldviews that he has, or maybe even like emote to his like level of, let's say, behavior in a way, and sympathize with him. So they make up all sorts of excuses. Oh, cut him some slack. Oh, you know, let's be a little let's sympathize with a little here. But no, absolutely not. I think the problem with these people is that they resort to emotional blackmail when they know that they've been caught, or when they know that they don't, or if they know that they can't address or logic their way out of, like, let's say, any argument or any sort of stances. Because most of these people, they usually do not. People thought he was dead, so they thought the problem was taken care of. Oh yeah, no, exactly. And like me personally, as a very, like, I would like to think, chat, I'm an empathetic person, right? Like, I would like to think I am. But throughout the course of my life, and even in the internet recently, I actually get like really easily emotionally blacklisted sometimes, chat. Like, because I empathize and feel more with people, especially people who's had, like, let's say, a lot of their shit taken away from them, and let's say it's something that I deem where the punishment doesn't fit the crime, then I immediately, like, some part of me immediately wants to side with the person, right? Because I like underdogs. I like to, like, let's say, defend or protect people that's been beaten up by the world. But recently, a lot of that ability to empathize with people has been taken away from me. Not because I'm becoming more cynical. Well, I am becoming a little bit more cynical, but because I found this happened to me IRL too, so I can't delve too much details into it. But I found that I get like, you know, emotionally manipulated easily, and a lot of things have been taken away from me just because I fall for those sorts of bullshit hook, line, and sinker. I do. That's why whenever somebody tries to argue, let's say somebody tries to cause problems, and they try to, you know, let's say somebody causes problems, or they pick a fight online, or they make an aggressive stance on a matter that they have no business standing on, and somebody like gives them an argument or a logic or whatever the case might be, evidence that what their point of view is wrong, or that they just are flat out retarded, and they, you know, they roll back to like, oh, you can't say that to me. I've been hospitalized. I'm suicidal. I'm just a girl with like 2 kids and like $100K debt or something like that, right? Like, no, absolutely not. I'm tired of being emotionally blackmailed by these people, of being emotionally manipulated by these people, and it's not going to work anymore. It's compassion burnt out. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like I always want to say, I always want to say, right? Like, be the change you want to be in the world, right? And the change that I do want to have and to see in the world is a world where everyone is like, let's say, more empathetic, and people are more like, let's say, less aggressive and less angular with the way they word things or like engage in the internet. But obviously, there are forces beyond my control that are just driving people to do that. Like, I'm a fish swimming against like the overwhelming current. Like, how? Right? Like, as much as I want to uphold like the good message of like being, you know, punk rock, fucking James Gunn Superman style, I don't think I can do it anymore, Chief. Yeah. When someone says I'm in middle school, you can't hold me accountable, I just disregard it on the basis that they were aware enough to even use it as an excuse. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Minors, especially, like, yeah, I'm allowed to have wrong opinions and like have public and evade consequences when I cause trouble online because I'm a minor. The fact that you are self-aware of that excuse means that you are actively playing with fire, and you know that that's like your get away from jail free card. Yeah. Might be wrong, but if someone pulls that trick without hesitation, that alone tells me this happened. Oh, I 100% agree with you. 100% that's the case. People are just assholes sometimes. Well, not, okay, maybe not sometimes, all the time, TBH. We are in a world where being an asshole is going to, let's say, reward you. Yeah. Jesus. So yeah. This is fucked up. I think he should like go to jail. I think he should go to jail. Doesn't matter how he identifies himself. You're a pedophile. Go to jail. Or I don't know. You're allowed to be wrong, but you're not free from consequences. Yeah, no, exactly. That's why we never, nobody should ever, like, when you came, here's always my logic when it comes to like making opinions and forming opinions, right? When you make an opinion and you feel that you don't have all the context, don't say it at all, or say a disclaimer that you may not know everything, right? Because being aware that your opinion might be influenced by like external parties, third parties, it's a conclusion that you didn't necessarily go to yourself. I think being self-aware of that is like emotional and like actual logical intelligence, right? I always try to do that, at least. So that's why when I make an opinion or I say my opinion, I always say a disclaimer. If he actually did shit, he should go to jail. Oh yeah, no, 100%. And I hate that people are allowed to do that. Oh. Anyway, let's talk about the spicier stuff, okay? Globie. So, You guys are aware of the Globie drama that's been happening recently, right? Like throughout this entire year, like we have the Square Mimi situation, where Square Mimi and Olilo got, let's say, terminated from Globie, and that they caused a massive scene. They got into their PL, exposed the facts that exposed some rats, shitted on Globie and Brave Group a lot. Yeah, we have a lot of things going on. And then recently we have Kumaria from V4 Mirai, who graduated, and Kumaria's PL was like sad about the fact that Kumaria, a personality, a persona rather, that she's created from the ground up and loved for a long time now that he signed into Brave Group, is not hers anymore. Right? Is not hers anymore, and there's the backlash that followed from that. So it seems like Brave Group is not necessarily in the best water right now, in the coldest water right now, right? And the fact that I even made a video, I made a video basically praising Brave Group for their like continued success and like how they are going to operate is kind of like, that aged like milk, basically. Thank you, Rushady. I hope they don't screw Lisa. She's on Chroma. Yeah. Fucking Brave stole her IP. Freaking thieves. Maria made that herself. It depends on like your definition of stole, right? Because if Kumar, it's a little okay. We're going to get into it, right? We're going to get into it. So we have this. Dear Globies, in December 2023, Globie opened its doors to VTubing with a dream to reimagine what a VTuber agency could be. By the way, that's like the standard fucking selling point of any VTuber agency now. Like, oh yeah, we're going to create a VTuber agency where transparency, a talent-first approach, where like managerial support and freedom or some bullshit like that. That's every agency. It's literally that fucking like that. What's that fucking meme from Toy Story where it's basically all the same? Everybody basically says that, right? So anyway, we set out to reflect the ever-changing inclusive spirit of our global community where culture, fandom, creativity can come together in new innovative ways. What the fuck does that even mean? It is with a heavy heart that we must announce that Globie will close its doors on 31st December 2025. Our mission was to bring something truly different. Through 3 generations of incredible talents, we aim to show that diversity, ambition, and authenticity could define a new era of VTubing. Me personally, I hate Corpo talk like this because this is like 3 paragraphs they're 3 paragraphs saying fucking nothing. As the sun sets on Globie, our talent will continue to shine and begin a new phase of their journey. Each of our talent will continue their VTuber activities independently, taking their character IP forward as their stories continue. We are elated that these remarkable individuals will continue to inspire and reshape the VTuber world in their own ways. Their futures are bright because of you. Their legacy will live on, so please continue to support them. From the bottom of our hearts, we extend thanks to our community, our creators, our partners, and the entire VTubing community. Thank you for supporting us in helping unveil the world together. With love and gratitude, the Globie team. Hi there, Dian. Who is Globie again? Oh, basically, Globie is the European branch of Brave Group. Good that they can keep their IPs. So that's the one very, very good thing that came out from all of this, right? The fact that like the talents are able to get out of their get their IPs. Obviously, I think that like I do think that it's not like without its strings though, right? Because I have a rat that we may have like an idol corp situation where the talents that are able to get their IP are supposed to pay the Brave Group company a certain amount of money throughout the course of months to fully pay back everything, right? And yeah, there are some IPs like, look, including the member who left 2 months ago, it feels a bit unfair that those who had graduated in the past won't receive their IP. I understand there may be circumstances, but it would be nice to have an explanation or response that everyone can be satisfied with. So Zim, there will be no explanation or response, right? There will be none of that. And he's referring to Kira Kirivolt, yeah. So I think that's what's happening here. And I think everyone was like half expecting that it was going to end this way for Globie, right? Um, yeah. Somewhat like Idle Corp. Yeah, I would like to think somewhat about Idle Corp, right? Yeah. And yes, it is sad that some people who left earlier than their intended, well, than their meeting to go through all of this is, they're not able to keep their IPs, but that's just how it is, I guess. They didn't like, that meme where two people are mining towards like supposed to be diamonds, and like one person gave up just as he was about to find a diamond, while the other person kept going. Yeah, it's literally that situation. Yeah. And in this announcement, there is a new company, FTW Entertainment, from Tokyo to the world, I'm guessing is like what the meaning is. And it's basically also meaning, for the win or something. Announcement regarding the future of Brave Group US properties and the launch of FTW Entertainment. Right? So anyway, this is a new company, and we're going to read through, and they're apparently going to inherit a few agencies that belong to Brave Group. So we're going to go over that. What the fuck is FTW? It's the reverse of FTW is actually what the fuck. Okay, let's go. After a long period of restructuring, today marks an exciting new chapter. FTW Entertainment is officially launching as an independent company separate from Brave Group. This step enables us to pursue a renewed vision with a greater flexibility and even stronger focus on supporting our talent in today's evolving Western media landscape. As part of this transition, Chroma Shift, Enlight, and Oshi Live will move under FTW Entertainment label, while V4 Mirai... Oh, thank you, Frared. Thank you so much. While V4 Mirai will remain with Brave Group US. So literally every IP under Brave Group US except V4 Mirai. I wonder why. We'll get into that later. This decision aligns with both parties using long-term goals and represents a positive, natural evolution for all parties involved. FTW Entertainment's mission is clear: to nurture and grow our talent, foster creativity, yada yada yada. We are deeply grateful to Brave Group for laying the foundation of this company and for insights and opportunities gained throughout our time together. Their guidance has been invaluable, and although we will pursue a different path as a company, we'll continue to support each other as business partners and wish them continued success. Thank you for your understanding and continued support of both FTW brands and talents. We'll continue to share updates here on our new X account. So, reception to this chat. So when the group is not Brave anymore, basically, right? Everything that is under Brave Group US except V4 Mira is now under this new company, right? And reception to this is mixed. If it's FTW US or JP based. Oh, let's go to their website. Yes, going to their website answers that question. Yeah. Where is this? Google Maps, please. I think they're US based, right? Yeah, they're US based. Torrance, CA. That means California, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's basically California. And I'm guessing they also have a Japanese branch. So anyway, reception to this is mixed. We can see, oh, hi, Dark. We can see how Dark over here is like not very negative about it. Zan VT, very negative about it. Obviously, some people, the talents themselves are like, praising it and are supporting it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's very mixed. And we have AJ Shell over here. So your CEO is literally the Brave Group US CEO. Under these circumstances, I expect very little to change. Same as shit, different ass, I guess, is what she says. So yeah, she didn't like, AJ doesn't like that. But people apparently are okay with that. Oh, we're going to get into like the reaction of the Bonnie Barkswell stuff later. He. So this is like a weird thing, right? This is a weird thing, cause as far as I know, right? Like, as far as I know, Brave Group as a whole has a lot of resources, and they did throw out a lot of that resources into their talents. Of course, as any big corpo would, some time passes, once those numbers start becoming red, they're going to want their due, right? Like their money back. Instead of pulling a Nijisanji where they rapid fire talents, Brave Group has always went for the more broader approach, and they rapid fire agencies, with each agency having their own niche, right? Like some are for males, some are for idle activities, and some are for gamers. Look, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, no, sorry if I'm misgendering. I'm ESL. I have the excuse. Anyway, you have to remember, chat. At this point, I think Brave Group is more so like a basic holding company who manages IPs and subsidiaries rather than a straight up VTuber megacorp at this point, right? They wanted to pay to win using better artists, better assets, and more IPs, and power through every inconvenience that they wanted to, rather than to organically grow their brand. And I do believe that people in Globie, and by extension V4 Mirai, did have a generally good time under their company, and some people did not. Some managers were good, some managers were not. A tale as old as time, chat, right? The problem with VTuber companies aren't necessarily the direct managers or even the general management of certain VTuber agencies. It's just how the company is structured. VTuber agencies in the industry are built in a way where ownership of the IP are, how do I want to say this? Are never going to go to the person themselves. Unless there is negotiation involved, especially even if that VTuber made their own IP and signed it to the Corpo. Because it would be weird for a Corpo, legally, to fund and throw money at a VTuber IP that doesn't belong to them. Like in this case, what's his name? Kumaria, right? Because business-wise, it just doesn't make sense. Which is why VTuber agencies in this specific circumstance are placed in a way where if some dispute happens between them and the owner of the IP doesn't like what they're doing, everyone is going to side with the VTuber if the VTuber themselves is going to make a huge fuss about it, right? Everyone is going to side with the VTuber because VTuber fans are inherently, emotional, right? Like they want their waifus to be happy all the time and they don't really want to think about the nuances of it. Like, my Oshis get hurt, billions must die sort of thing. Even if behind the scenes, the agencies are in the right and the talents are being menhera. Like, even if that is the case, nobody's gonna believe the agency. Because agencies have carved a very negative reputation in the space. Right? Like, that's the thing. I am not saying that that's what happened to Brave Group. It's just that this is the case for VTubing as a whole. And to be fair, chat, the power of parasocial, yeah, but at the same time, that's like statistically the smart thing to assume, right? Because let's say if 60% of all VTuber agencies collapse due to bad leadership, and 40% of VTubers that collapsed are due to talents being schizophrenic, would you not choose to gamble on the agency just being bad? Because statistically, 60% of the agencies are bad, just because there are those 40% of people, of talents that are actually menhera, like, yes, while 40% of them might be the case, it's a safer bet to assume that the agency is just bad. Like, to me personally, it makes sense, right? Like, I just don't believe anyone, and good, right? Like, me personally, I've learned to both doubt the agency and the talent's word, right? Because we're going into like, oh God, because me personally, I'm not going to believe all victims. There are victims that fake their victimhood. The same sense applies to VTubing. There are VTubers that are like that also fake their victimhood. That just happens a lot, and it's a smart move in the industry to be like, again, slightly side against the agency, but without like actual proper let's say, not necessarily evidence, because nobody wants to provide evidence in certain situations like this. It's wise to assume that it's not as one-sided as people think it is. Right? We have historical precedent. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. I'm with Globie on this one. That's okay. Like, I don't necessarily care if people are with or against Globie, because I look at like Globie and V4 Mirai and Brave Group as a whole. I look at them with like fascination and without necessarily any like emotional attachment, right? Because I don't necessarily like anyone in Globie, like none of the Globie members necessarily catch my heart, except maybe for like Bonnie Barkswell. Yes, I am a simp for Bonnie Barkswell. I've always supported Bonnie Barkswell. I want that bitch to succeed everywhere she goes, right? Yeah. Popularity is lopsided in the favor of the talents. Yes, and some talents know this, and some talents take advantage of that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not saying that that's what happened to Brave Group, but we see these sort of cases in like, you know, in terms of like ownership and IPs where, you know, in the Kumaria situation where Emilia did build and create the Kumaria IP, but she doesn't own it anymore because Brave Group assumed ownership of it since she signed the contract with them. We have Square Mimi, where Square Mimi apparently created the concept of Square Mimi in the first place, and that's why she had like a mental breakdown when it turns out that Brave Group owns their IP now. Yeah. I mean, already we have like a few Brave Group talents and V4 talents who are streaming in their PLs. So, you know, yeah, this just comes with the territory of VTubing. This might sound cold, but personally, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, it makes sense. I'm not saying that you shouldn't side with, like, I'm not saying that you should like side against the talents or like, you know, pull a Pokemon where like you don't believe every single talent or be a Corpo shell. I want you guys to look at everything with without that emotional drive and not look at it with a narrow or tunnel vision. Yeah. 100% mad at Globie due to the mass graduation, but them giving IP, I'm neutral now. So, yeah, we can see that, by the way, too, with, like, Bonnie being, like, you know, very positive about the whole situation. Like, Bonnie, as long as Bonnie... I'm sorry to say this, by the way. I know a lot of you guys might think, oh, I'm supporting Bonnie because Bonnie is the most popular. No, I've supported this bitch before she got in Globie. Okay, she was, like, secretly one of those VTubers that I actually supported behind the scenes, and I'm proud that she is here. Right, like her being the biggest has nothing to do with this. I have to say that because there are going to be like some people out there who are only saying that you only support something because the biggest talent are like your friends or the biggest talents are your Oshis or whatever the case might be. No, not really. We have Sarah over here, which is also, you know, a generally positive departure from Globie and shit like that. I could like bring up every single like VTuber else that like has like some positive messages to say about like the the Globie collapse, but in general, oh yeah, we have one over here. In general, it seems like the people that did leave are, you know, yeah. So we have that, but again, not everybody is convinced by this because of like this FTW entertainment, right? Because me personally, I am confused by this move. Because why choose like these three specific agencies to move in with this other entertainment holdings company? Right, like I am aware of the speculation that it's basically just to remove assets of the greater Brave Group company, right? That's losing them a lot of money, right? So that their financial report to investors of the company are going to see that their assets are actually all in the green and shit. So that's why they still kept V4 Mirai under Brave Group, because V4 Mirai are basically in the positive, maybe basically in the positive right now. V4 Mirai is their most successful venture. But I am confused why they would give this to the new company. What is this company? Is it just the same executives? Is it still under the Brave Group? Is it still under Brave Group, but not really? Is this some sort of astroturfing technique that I am not aware of? And yeah, as we can see from AJL Shell over here, Brave Group, the CEO for FTW Entertainment is this Norikazu guy. And this Norikazu guy on his LinkedIn is also the CEO for Brave Group US. So, you know, but at the same time, they're not necessarily hiding it either, right? Like they basically straight up say, we are grateful to Brave Group for laying the foundation of this company. Like they're not necessarily trying to hide anything, right? But again, my question is just why? If the intention is to remove liabilities from Brave Group to make it seem like the company is profitable, then why is the CEO of Brave Group also the CEO of this company? I don't get I don't get the point of the intention. Is all I'm trying to say. You want to remove the liabilities, but still want control over them under a different company. That's what I'm guessing. Accounting trick? Yeah, basically. I think it's an accounting trick. Yeah. Yeah. The only reason I can guess with all these contexts in mind is that they believe in these other agencies or don't want to lose the IP, but recognize that because it brings them losses for now, it damages Brave Group's financial reports. So they got some trusted individuals, in this case the CEO of Brave Group USA, to run a company so that they can like maintain control over the IP and so that the Brave Group brand doesn't look bad anymore for like investors and shit. That's the only thing I can think of. So maybe it's Hololife's Inonaka music, something like that. It's called a SAM. It's all a scam. Someone like you who didn't believe in the color coded wouldn't get it. Tasty for investors, so they invest. Yeah, basically, I think. So I'm going to, for more added context, I'm going to bring up like Enya over here because Enya actually tried to approve it. Sorry, not approve it. Explain it, right? This is Enya, a certain autistic pink rabbit. The other autistic pink rabbit, like the one that has mega autism, right? Like the most turbo autistic rabbit. Anyway, she gives us this little assurance. Like this guy over here asks, I got some questions because at this point I'm so tired. Will the girls be okay? What about the merch we ordered? Do we have to wait another 2 months for an FAQ? And Enya over here responds, I'm not management, but here's what I know. Is a good thing? Yeah, it's supposed to give us more support from staff and more freedom. Merch is still gonna be handled by Brave till the new web page gets set up, and content from talents won't change unless they want to, right? So, I imagine the implication here is that because this new FTW company doesn't have to answer to Brave Group's financial quotas or demands from JP investors, then it should give them some more breathing room to take their time and do whatever. You know how little that narrows it down? Yeah, I think what I said makes a lot of sense, right? I forgot who Enya is. Her name is like, it rhymes with like Ayofi. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, again, I think the answer, I think like what she's trying to imply is that where the company, this new company doesn't have to answer to Brave Group's investors, then it should give them some breathing room, right? And again, I would like to think that's a good thing, because without the main branch breathing down their neck with like heavy expectations and like financial woes, then the company might be run a little better. Why are the talents answering company questions? That's kind of fucked up. I don't see that as fucked up. Me personally, I get the perspective, right? Like if the talent, if the VTuber agency that like you like or that you are under is under fire from like not necessarily trolls, but like from actual genuine concerned fans, I would like to think that you have an incentive to defend your place, like your agency. Like I think that's like I think that's fine. It's not like Enya was forced to respond to this, but basically yeah, Chroma Shift even like added like more context. Yeah, and I think if the move is to basically again just get Brave Group investors off like these new talents like shit, then I would like to think that's a good thing, right? Like I think that's like a decent answer, but then that begets the new question: V4 Mirai, V4 Mirai is not free from these expectations, and they cannot, and that long term would mean that V4 Mirai has to answer to like investor expectations now. They 100% now have to, right? And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Oh shit, I just put the GG. Sorry. Can I see fucking V4 Mirai? Damn. There we go. Jeez. Jeez, fuck. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think. Like, I don't know if I'm right now. Maybe I am trying to like find answers for where answers are not there. Like, I'm trying to cope about how like people that I do actually like are probably going to be treated better in the new agency and like this new setup. But you know, that's my opinion. If you guys don't like this or don't trust them, that's also valid. Cause again, like V4 Mirai and Globie has had like certain problems and like some certain like dramas for a while now. I don't necessarily know if them being free from Brave Group is a good or a bad thing. Because like the issue lies with Brave Group, right? Like the issue lies with Brave Group, and if Brave Group is taken out of the equation, is that a good thing or a bad thing? You know, like I think that's the real question. Yeah. I think that's the real question. Mm. Ugh, my god. Good? It probably wasn't profitable. Oh yeah, no, 100% Globie wasn't profitable. I think if I remember correctly, the only like the money makers that Brave Group has, that Globie has, is probably like Bonnie and like Kirivolt or something. I forgot. I want to see their numbers. Oh, hi Wilhelm Vanderbros. Hi. Let's see. Oh hey hey Salvi is watching. Hi Kohaku. Hi me. But can I see the... Okay, whatever. The new V4 talents are kind of mid in theming. Nasagi Kiri graduated 2 months ago. Yeah, no, I know. I know she graduated 2 months ago. Shit. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we have this, okay. One. Yeah, it's basically just Bonnie Barkswell at this point. Which, you know, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that, basically, but that's the reality of things now. For them, at least. Yeah. Oh, by the way, you guys should subscribe to Bonnie. I love Bonnie. This is like she's always been a good VTuber. I'm so proud of her. Yes, despite wanting her to succeed, I do want to like motorboat those tits and get underneath her thighs. Yeah. I do want that. Yes. Hey, this is my alt, but I'm gonna subscribe. I love this hag. I love this bitch. Oh, does she have a stream? Oh, what the fuck? I lost my job. Let's talk about it. Oh, what the fuck? She just actually streamed. Very recently even. Fuck. Why does this remind... Wait, does she have like the same like thumbnail editor as Rima? These kind of reminds me of like Rima's like clips. Like, you know, the formatting and shit. Yeah. She's positive in the stream. That's good. That's good. Check her cosplay streams. I have checked her cosplay streams. Yeah. It's very weird. Okay. I'm gonna present to you a problem. What if like you like a certain VTuber, right? You like a certain VTuber, and you want to like simp for them professionally, of course, but you don't want to be seen as too weird. What are remarks that go too far and what remarks do not? Does me saying I want to motorboat like, you know, Bonnie's tits, does that make it creepy, or does that make it like an average VTuber fan thing? I would like to think it's the latter, but what if we're mutuals, or what if we're friends? Like, what if I say I think Sayu is sexy, or I say Rima is, you know, Like, yeah. Like, is that creepy or weird? Me personally, like, I think it's kind of weird in a sense, but like, what if I also simp for my friend? Is that weird or? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's a dilemma. That's a real problem. I couldn't even say something remotely like that to my Kamiyoshi in her current form. Oh, I see. It's only weird if you're in Niji. I've heard far crazier things. Oh, within this little noodle up here, like this little noodle, I have thought of far worse things. We don't say this. We don't say this among friends. I guess. I don't really say that to my friends IRL too. That's why I think it's creepy, right? Because I don't want them to be uncomfortable when I'm around. I want to take you to the altar. It's too far apparently. Oh, what the fuck? What do you mean? How is that too far? I like how you said I think Sayu is sexy and I think Rima is, yeah. Rima's catching strays. No, I wanted to think of another word for sexy, but I couldn't. So I couldn't say anything. Yeah. So that's the Globie situation for you. So, me personally, oh actually, let's go through this. I've never heard of Enlight. What the fuck is Enlight? Okay, so you're a bunch of homos. Well, you're not actually homosexual, but like, you know, I'm just participating in the memes here. Oh, it's okay. Um do you have a YouTube channel? Mail on stream. Yeah, we're going to talk about Enlight, a virtual boy band consisting of 4 members: Nico, Luca, Tyson, and Ellie. Those are such fucking man whore names. But I you know, I support it. Okay, so they have a bunch of original MVs. That's pretty cool. Do they have individual channel? Oh, they don't have individual channels. I see. So it's basically like their own K-pop thing, like a real boy band. I'm not the target demographic, but good luck. Oshi Live, what are you? Based in LA, our motion capture studio delivers end-to-end virtual production solutions, everything you need all in one place. Cool. I've seen these sorts of setups before. And oh fuck, I'm dying. And the most impressive setup I've seen was the one in China like last year. Don't you already have one bunny to take care of? Hi, Mush Hime-samas. Welcome to the stream. Oh god, I'm dying. My chest actually fucking hurts, but I have to. But the grind. Oh hey, that's Biscotti, and that's Oh hey, oh okay, yeah, it's all of them. Never mind. So this is their like partnered their partner mocap studio. So so you're basically just a mocap studio, I see. Is this unlisted? What is this? Excuse me. Fuck, I'm dying. I think them being a studio is nice. That's pretty cool. I imagine HoloLive EN members would probably go to them if they need something. The EN was paid off by China to simp, JK. Oh yeah, no, 100%. China treated... Oh wait, I experienced some racism in China, but you know, it was okay. I like racism sometimes. I think it's funny. One time, because I'm brown and I'm short, like I'm 5'3", a car in China legit, like when I was walking in the street, right, like in the walk in the sidewalk, a random car just slowed down in front of me, opened their windows and stared at me intently, like super confused. That was the funniest shit ever. Yeah. God. Is this the one that did the Doobie and Nimi concert? I forgot. I don't know. Yeah. Oh God, I'm dying. Yeah, GF skill. Yeah, exactly like that. Like they were like, their eyes were like half closed. They were like, what the fuck is this creature? DN, how is your social credit? Fuck. Not far in, not low enough for me to get targeted by China, but not high enough where, you know, not high enough where I can praise the good word of Xi Jinping and communism. Fuck. Get a drink or something? I do have a drink. It's called... Oh shit. Should I just... Should I take a picture? It's basically alcohol. It's Fubuki's matcha pudding thing. Fubuki matcha... matcha pudding thing. Yeah. So I got one of these while I was in Japan with Rima. This is what I'm drinking right now, bros. Let's open that up in a new image. Can I zoom in? Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm drinking it right now. Start with water. I'm also drinking water. Is it hiccups or is he your burping? Oh, I'm burping. Sorry. You can just say Mushi when you see me. Okay. Hi, Mushi. Yeah, no chat. I'm not in a physically good state right now. Yeah. Drink water. I am drinking water. I just finished like a bottle actually. You know how you can take care? You know how you can deal with hiccups actually? You can you think that you don't have a hiccup, and then it just goes away. How does it taste? Oh, it tastes exactly how it tastes exactly how you think it does. It tastes like matcha pudding in liquid form. Isn't that fascinating? Tell yourself I'm not a fish. True. I'm not a fish. Is it working? Oh, nope, never mind. It's not working. I don't want to scare you, chat, and it's fucking 2 a.m. So let's get the last part of the stream here, okay? The last part of the stream. Which is, we're going to talk about, like, this. Petra Gurin. Birthday goods. Niji En pulled whatever it is that Niji En does. Well, it's not just Niji En, it's also Niji Sanji. Remember when Niji Sanji still released merch of Yuki, that like succubus girl that has been not streaming for 4 fucking years, and that's exactly the reason why Niji Sanji lost their case against Narukami Sawaki. I just want to let you guys know that Petra hasn't streamed in over a fucking year. Oh, stop it. She hasn't streamed in over a year. She's disappeared for a fucking year. But then, what is this? Debut. And it's pretty weird. It's almost as if Niji Sanji told her to stream. It's almost as if she's in school and had a VA role. Yeah. I would like to think her just not wanting to be in Niji Sanji plays a factor to TBH. Like, hold on. When was this? When was this last stream? This is worse than fucking Gura, bros. July 2024. Holy shit. That's a long ass time. How did this happen? It's kind of weird, no? It's kind of weird. Yeah. Now I'm curious what it is. It's either one of two situations. One, they are holding her VTuber hostage, or she doesn't want to stream anymore. I think it's the latter. I think it affected how she wants to stream. I do believe in that. I think she did something with Rosemi. Oh, is it Rosemi like coming back or something? Yeah, I think Rosemi's coming back. Or I'm guessing her name is Fuzuki now. And you know what? Good. Probably threatened to revoke her visa. Oh god. She's just tweeting? Yeah, she's just tweeting for now, at least for now. Niji killed her faction. I would like to think that seems to be like a running theme with a lot of VTuber agencies, where a lot of VTuber agencies kind of kill the passion of like anybody that has like bad experiences with them. I personally know a few. Yeah. The supposed reason is Petra got a scholarship in Japan, and since that's why she doesn't stream, frequently since like 3 years ago. I see. 1 year is still a long ass time though. I don't know about that. But yeah, no, I agree. Her streams have been really inconsistent. Even before the drama happened. Okay, but Petra, is she a clique member? Yes or not? I don't think so. No. I don't think Petra was a clique member. She's never been mentioned in any overt exposés. She's never... I think she's always been just her own thing. Yeah. Chat, I haven't seen too much from Petra in a long time now. That I don't even remember who her friends were. To be honest. 1 year maternity leave. Fuck it. God damn it, Vesper. Vesper! Why are you gonna do this? Why? She got credited for editing work for Marie. Oh, really? Oh, fuck. Okay, actually, you know what? Vesper! Good job. Good job, buddy. Gotta hand it to you. Lazulite and Idiria are the clique. I don't know about Lazulite. Maybe Finana. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot that Ilira was actually part of Lazulite. But yeah, Pomu definitely not one of them. Yeah. Ilira, I think, is her main friend in Niji. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Fuck it. Anyway, okay, Vesper, as you were. As you were. Fuck, I'm actually dying. Okay, chat. I would like... I would have wanted to like do some more reaction videos. I would like to do some reactions for this stream and other shit like that, but I don't think I have it in me for now. I need to sleep. I'm fucked. I'm half wasted. I'm tired. I'm all sorts of things. So I think we'll just have to like we'll have to call it here, okay? Yeah. I am so sorry. I wanted this stream to be a little bit more proper, but it seems like I chose the wrong time. But at the same time, the reason why I even like the reason why I'm even streaming right now in the first place is because I'm not going to be available in the next few days, okay? Anything I wanted to stream or do, I'm not gonna be able to do it in the next few days. So I'm probably not gonna be able to stream for like fucking 5 days or something. Fuck, I'm dying. Holy shit, I'm actually legitimately dying. Anyway, I am so sorry, chat. I have to end it here, okay? Not like in a suicidal kind of fashion, but yeah. Hi, Koreko, I'm so sorry. Anyway, Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming to the stream, and thank you for the donos, and thank you for subbing to my memberships. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.